Germany's powerful car makers are sounding the alarm over US President Donald Trump's planned 30% tariff on European imports, which are set to begin on the 1st of August. The Mittelstand, the core of Germany's economy, warns that the measure could seriously harm manufacturing and export sectors.
If the US tariffs were to actually be implemented to the extent that has been threatened, this would of course have a massive impact on our American business. It would completely change our position on the American market, and we would have to see how we could react to this situation.
The European Union has called the tariffs unacceptable and fears they could bring transatlantic trade to a halt. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni urged a fast-track agreement with Washington, saying the EU must work with the US and the European Commission to secure a deal that benefits both sides.
We must avoid at all costs a trade war between the two sides of the Atlantic. We will continue, together with the other leaders and in constant contact with the Commission, to work towards an agreement that can be mutually beneficial and must be concluded before next August 1st.
Meanwhile, Trump has revealed major progress in Asia. He says a trade deal with Vietnam is nearly finalized, lowering US tariffs from 46% to 20%. However, goods illegally rerouted through Vietnam will still face a 40% tax.
We have a Vietnam deal, and I would say that that deal is being pretty well set. It's pretty well set. Again, that's an opening of their country. They've opened it up. Just so you know, these were closed countries. They were wonderful people, wonderful leaders, very strong, smart leaders, but their countries were closed to us, but our country wasn't closed to them. And so I said, you got to open up your country. So we're going to see.
Trump also announced that Indonesia will pay 19% tariffs, while the United States pays none, gaining full access to Indonesian markets. In Brazil, Vice President Geraldo Alckmin says the country will push to reverse the new 50% tax hike on Brazilian goods. He criticized the move as unfair and hinted at a need to extend the negotiation timeline.
And what we heard here is negotiation. In other words, a commitment to reviewing matters that align with the proposal of the Brazilian government and President Lula. It was also pointed out that the time frame is tight, that it's a short deadline, and that we should perhaps work to extend it.
Other countries Trump has threatened with high tariffs include Canada, Mexico, Japan, and South Korea. The American president had paused his harshest tariff plans earlier this year, but this month he brought them back, sending warning letters to many countries with a deadline of the 1st of August.